You know, it's kind of sad when you miss that train. When there was a story that you wish you would cover, but unfortunately you didn't, and a lot of time has passed ever since. And one of you guys actually gave me this, and when I look at the date, I was, you know what? It was March 21st this year, but I'm going to cover it anyway. Because it's very interesting. It's maximum levels of omoshiroi. You have the same company advertising the same video game in the West and in Japan. And as you can see, in Japan, they're using this wholesome VTuber to advertise it, while in the West, they are using drag queens. So the question is why? Why are they doing this? I mean, it's the same company, it's the same product. Why can't they use the same thing for both regions? And believe it or not, there are multiple answers to this overly complex question. But the main answer has to do with the male gaze. Like, in the West, there is this mentality that the male gaze is extremely evil. It is one of the worst things that plagues mankind. And luckily, the video game journalists and the people at academia have discovered this evil, and they're trying to put a stop to it. So I want you to imagine, right? Like, if these two ladies were actual biological women, and they were dressed exactly like this, promoting the game, the journalists would not have it. Like, they would freak out. A journalist would be forced to work overtime to put his poison and vial into the articles that he would write, shaming the company, demanding that gamers rise up and that we do better as a society. I mean, we know this because it already happened. The video game Dead or Alive had two girls which actually tried to promote their video game at a fighting game event, and this was being streamed on Twitch. And when the girls started doing these things, you know, like looking lewd on camera and trying to be seductive, the organizers had to step in. They had to prevent that evil from sipping through the internet and poisoning the minds of millions of players. Like they were the gatekeepers. They prevented the horror of the booby from being displayed onto your screen. And by the way, like, those girls weren't naked or anything because it was on Twitch, and it was according with Twitch community guideline. Like, I have seen worse things on Twitch, but these individuals consider that even a cleavage on a biological woman is hypersexualizing. Like, they do not have a dial where they will say, okay, well, this is sexy, this is a little bit titillating, this is hypersexual. No, they do not have a dial. Like for them, it's either she is dressed like a nun that's going to church, or it's super mega hypersexualized. And notice that it only targets the male gaze. Like, if it's someone like Lizu, like if it's a person that is a little bit chubby or a massive corporeal manifestation in some cases, they will basically be fine with any revealing outfit whatsoever. Like you can go like maximum uber super plus deluxe hypersexualization in that case, and they do not get upset. Because the reason they get upset is not because like they're against the hypersexualization or anything. No, they are upset because they want to gaslight young men. They want to gaslight the new generation of people who are 18, and they are interested in looking at booba. They want to say that that is sinful, that is disgusting, that is disturbing. It's part of the left-leaning ideology, if you will, right? Like they try to push the original sin wherever they can. It's like there's something wrong with you. Why? Like, you're a white man, you have privilege, disgusting privilege oozes from you. Oh, you're a young man, you have the disgusting male gaze. The disgusting male gaze is oozing from you. Oh, you're committing racismus. Oh, you're committing transphobismus. Oh, disgusting. You live in the United States of America, a systemically racist nation, right? Like, everything they view and everything they criticize is evil. And they have to justify it. And it's like intersectional. Like, there's many assets of evil that interconnect with each other, right? So this is the story that they're trying to tell. This is the gaslight that they have to the public. It's like, you're an evil person. So when you tell a person that they're evil, the question is like, well, how can we be good? Like, what must we do? And the answer is, buy product. Right? Like, buy Disney movie. Buy video game that we like. give money to activists, donate to our causes. Like this is literally the whole shtick, the whole grift. You're a bad person because you're doing this. Give money for this, right? Join our communities. Right? Like you need to advocate for this. This is good. This is horrible. Meanwhile, in Japan, it's like that, right? Like while you have in the West the culture of division, like you do this to be antagonistic. Like, you know that the overwhelming amount of the public, like my mother, for instance, right? God rest her soul. When my mom was alive, she wouldn't enjoy watching this. Like, it wouldn't interest her. Like, why do you do a trailer? Why do you advertise something? Well, you're advertising because you want people to give a moment of their time to watch your product. This is not what they're trying to do. What they're trying to do is they're trying to create controversy. They want people to talk about it on Twitter and to say, oh my God, did you see that commercial? Yeah, I don't like it. Transmophobismus. Oh, you're the wizard of transphobia on the keyboard. Oh, look at horrible harm you're creating. Oh, trust and safety, ban this person. Right? So they're trying to create this controversy, like this constant division amongst the fan. Meanwhile, in Japan, they're trying to create unity. They're trying to create something wholesome. Hey, there's a wholesome anime girl. You probably know her. She's very famous. She's promoting this video game. Go watch, right? And it's also interesting that the people in Japan that are doing the sales are more in touch. They're more in tune with the community than the people in the West. Because the reality is that VTubers now, for the new generation, are the same like the actors that I grew up with. Like Stallone, Van Damme, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like when you said these names, everyone knew who they were. When you say Gargura now, all the fucking Zoomers know who she is. Like, these are their celebrities. These are their Justin Biebers. These are, like, the people that they're growing up with. You may not like it, but this is reality. Like these are the names that almost everyone knows. I do not know who these people are. I'm sure that they're wonderful people. I just don't know who they are. I do not know the names of these people. I'm pretty sure they're very famous in the scene that they're in. But they're no Gargura. Like if you tell me their names on Discord, I do not know who they are. If I go on any Discord and I say Amelia Watson, chances are people know who she is. And the reason for this is that the people in Japan are trying to market their product to the audience, to the actual customers, while these people in the West, even though they're from the same company, I assume like their separate sales division, they're trying to market to the journalists, to the video game journalists, to the gatekeepers. Like, they are aware that there are gatekeepers in Western society, like people who decide what your mother should and shouldn't watch. Like, they know what's good for your mother better than she knows. So they will decide, it's, I guess, these are the entertainment that your mother is allowed to watch. These are the ones we're going to ban and censor and suppress in order to keep your mother safe. However, the mentality in Japan is not like that. In Japan, it's like, okay, we have the free market. We're going to make a product. And if people like it, they will buy it. And what do people seem to like? Well, they seem to like VTubers. We're going to put it there. So that's what I think is happening here. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.